Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. So this is the episode 2 of the Corel Draw course that we are having ongoing. So if you are along with me, please do like this video so I'll know that I'm not just doing this Corel Draw tutorial, because I got a lot of messages that some people are finding it difficult to use this Corel Draw 2021. So I decided to do a tutorial, and of course I have a lot of people telling me to do tutorial for beginners. So I have decided to show you up the basics of Corel Draw, what the toolbar are meant for, what the menu bar are meant for, what all the standard bar are meant for. Of course we are going to learn them in this course. Okay, so if you have not watched the episode 1, I would like you to go and watch it, and I'll drop the link in the description. If you have not watched it, I would like you to watch it so you don't have to miss out any single spot of the course. Okay, so in the last video I totally explained how to create a project, and I'm going to show you another way by all means of creating a new document in Corel Draw, because we have multiple ways you can create a new document in Corel Draw. So in this video in this particular one I'm going to show you I'm going to show you 2 ways by all means of creating a new project in Corel Draw. Okay, so if you have not watched that one, episode 1, I would like you to go and watch it so that you'll be able to understand what this episode 2 is all about. Okay, in the last video I totally explained the menu bar. I explained that this is our menu bar, our standard bar, and our property bar. Okay, so you will tend to understand much better when you go there. I don't want this video to be too lengthy, and of course I want it to be so interesting, because people are like, they want to learn something but they are being conscious of their data. Of course, you have to be, maybe some of us are not working and barely. Okay, let me just keep that. So I tend to cut this course into like multiple parts so that you can be able to follow up anytime. Like if you stop, if we are done watching episode 1, you can be able to watch episode 2 when next you have data. Okay, so this is the episode 2 of Corel Draw course that I am doing ongoing right now. Okay, so I'm going to show you another way by all means of creating a new project, new document, anyhow you want to put it in Corel Draw. Okay, so at this place where I have my menu bar. I said this place is our menu bar. Okay, so this is my menu bar where I have my file. Number one thing I have here is file. Okay, once I click on it, I have multiple options. Okay, the number 1 option is new. Okay, let's say if you want to create a new project, you don't want to work on this project you are already working on that we name practice, you don't want to work on it again. Let's say you another person give you another job. I don't want to just jump pack them in one single document. You don't want to jump pack them. You don't want to combine someone's work with another person's work. Okay, you can just go ahead and create a new file, like new document. You see, you can come over to this place and click new. Okay, and it's going to prompt you with that same dialog box that I explained in episode 1. Okay, so if you have not watched that, I would advise you to go watch it so that you'll be able to understand all of this. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and take OK, and I have my new document created, and this is my blank white space, my workspace. Okay, so I'm going to delete that and use the shortcut key. Okay, I use the shortcut key. So if I don't want to press it like this, I don't want to go to file and press this new. Okay, I can just basically Control N, hit Control plus N on my keyboard to create a new project. Okay, you see that same dialog box will still pump up. Okay, you can just basically type in your the name of the project you want to work with, the number of pages that you want, if the work you are working on. If you want to work on a printing project, I advise you to tend to stay with this CMY keyboard. If you are designing for not printing for social media purposes, then this RGB of course is what you should use. Okay, then depending on the size of what you want, if you don't want this page size like the custom one, you can just go ahead and type in the size you want to work with if it is a custom size. Okay, so I said in that previous video that you should tend to stay with inches. Okay, so this is our inches, and if you don't want it to landscape, you can just go ahead and change the portrait. If you don't want it to portrait, you can decide to use landscape. Okay, and we have the solution at 300 dpi. Just go ahead and create project. Okay, you see, because this is on landscape, like basically is on landscape like this. The first one we created, the practice, is on portrait, and the second one over here is on landscape. Okay, so and we have 3 pages. Of course, we inserted 3 pages. Okay, remember that we inserted 3 pages. I'm going to go here and close it again, so you don't have to be confused. So this my workspace, let's say I created it on landscape, then the person now says he doesn't want it on landscape, on portrait, sorry. You can just go to your property bar, you see this place where it says landscape. I'll just go ahead and change it to landscape. Okay, so that is what number 1 means, that is the new Control N. So let's say you want to open up an existing document. Okay, like the template Corel Draw provides for the users, you can just go ahead and open it up. I explained that in the previous tutorial. Okay, and Control O, open, that is to open up an existing document that you don't have preview in. When you launch your Corel Draw, I showed you that interface that shows many documents that I've worked on, the previous work that I worked. But if you are launching your Corel Draw for the first time, of course that place should just be blank for you. Okay, so let's say you want to open up an existing document, you can just come over to this place where it says open, locate where that your project is. Let me just go ahead and open this one up so that you understand what I'm saying. An existing document. Okay, that's what that open is meant for, and I have it over here. Okay, this is the work that I've worked on before, so I'll just go ahead and close it up again so we don't have to be confused. So that is what that open is meant for, and the shortcut key for it is Control N. I would like you to put on this shortcut key. Okay, if you are not with your pen, please do pause the video and get your pen, your jotter, all of that, and grab a cup of tea or coffee, anything you prefer is okay for you. I'm just kidding. Okay, here we have Control O. Okay, I just explained that just now. Okay, let's say open recent. This is the recent one that I've done, that Corel Draw has the record, the history. Okay, so if it is not here, you can just basically come to this place where it says open it. But if it is here, you can just look for it, then boom, you can just open it anywhere. There's a convention, a normal convention. Let me see. Wait, let me just open up this wedding program. Okay, I just want you to know the use of that open recent job. Of course, that stands so self-explanatory. Okay, that is to open up an existing document that Corel Draw keep the history for you. Okay, that's what that open recent is meant for. This thing, document saved, I think this is basically for online purposes, like you have to put on data, all of that. Okay, so let's say this place where it says close, I want to close up my Corel Draw. I can basically go ahead and close it up right here. Okay, so let's say I have this place where it says close, or let's say I have multiple Corel Draw open. Okay, I have like Corel Draw 1, Corel Draw 2, Corel Draw 3. I just open a multiple Corel Draw, okay, of this same version. Okay, I can just basically close them all by clicking on this close all. Okay, so let's say we are working, I want to save the project. Of course, if you don't want to come over to this file and then have to scroll all the way down to this place where it says save, you can just go ahead and press Ctrl plus S on your keyboard, Ctrl S to save the project. So I have to save this one as practice. Okay, and I would like to select desktop so that I can easily pick it up whenever I want to open it. Okay, so let me select desktop, and I have the file practice. Remember, we typed in this one when we were about to create the page, the document. Sorry, we have save type as Corel Draw because it's Corel Draw file. So we have the version at 23.0 2021 version. Okay, I'll just go ahead and save it like that. Okay, that is what the save option is meant for, to save your document, to save your project, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this save as, okay, you remember we saved it as project, as practice. Okay, let's say we don't want to save it as practice again and want to save it with another name and another location. Okay, remember I saved the previous one we did on desktop, and this is it like this. Okay, and let's say I don't want to save it on desktop again, and I don't want to save it with that same name I save it with. Okay, I can just basically where should I save it so that you're able to see it? Okay, let me choose this picture. Okay, let me save it in this picture, and I want to change the name to okay, Corel Draw course. Okay, let me just say Corel Draw course for beginner. Let me just click Corel Draw course. Okay, and I'm choosing this picture, remember, so I just go ahead and click save. Now we have it we have the name like this, from practice to Corel Draw course. Okay, now if I show you where I saved this, now you see that we have it saved in our this picture over here. You see we have Corel Draw over here, and if I go to that same desktop that I saved the previous one, we have it over here like this. Okay, so let's go back to our Corel Draw. So that we are still under file in this. I'm not going to do much of it. Let me say save as template. Of course, this is meant for template. Let's say you want to scan something. Okay, you have a scanner and it's connected to your system. You can just acquire the image from here. So import, let's say you want to import something into your Corel Draw. Okay, there are multiple ways of importing stuff into your project, into your document. Okay, either you come to your file and scroll all the way down to this place where it says import, or you press Ctrl I on your keyboard. Okay, let's just practice it. Let's do it the practical way. Okay, let me see, I want to import this image into my projects. Okay, I'll just import it and put it this way. Okay, this is the image that I import. Okay, and let's say I don't want to, let me get rid of it and use the the shortcut key option. Of course, I told you to bring out your pen, so you have to jot down this shortcut key, Ctrl I. If you press Ctrl I is to import. Okay, go, I can just import this one also. Okay, so that is what the import key is meant for. Okay, the import, yeah, import. So after import we have export. Okay, if you are done working on it and you want to export it and you want to have it let's say you can basically export it as PNG. You have different options to export it to, but if you want to export it as images and like JPEG, you can just go ahead and export it that way. So I'm going, yeah, as you can see we have the JPEG selected, and if I'm selecting desktop, if I export it now, we are going to have it on desktop. Okay, this dialog box will pump out, so you can see I have the color mode as RGB. Go, okay, Kajiko. So I'm just kidding. Okay, I just go ahead and select okay. Yeah, so if I go back to my desktop now, you see the image that I just exported now is on picture format. Okay, this is the picture that I just exported. Okay, so when you are done working on whatever you are working on and you want to send it to your client to preview it, if you don't want to send it as PDF, you can just basically send it in this picture format. It's so easy, they can just type it, tap on it to open it up instead of waiting for the PDF blah 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 to load, like when you're working on a single page. Okay, yeah, that's what export is meant for. And the control key is Ctrl E. Okay, Ctrl E. Okay, and we have export for, let's say you want to export for web, WordPress, and this is the new feature of this Corel 2021. You can actually export multiple files, maybe having like page 1, page 2 up to page 100, like even more of it. Okay, you can just basically export every single thing with this multiple export. You can export every single pages of that document with one single click. You can just go ahead. In fact, you can change it to any, like if you want page 1 to PNG, page 2 to PDF, page 3 to be TIFF, page 5 to be JPEG. You can just basically export this, and it's going to export every single pages that you have in that your document, okay? For multiple export. If you are working on multiple project, you can just export every single thing at once without going through the process of exporting 1, exporting 2, exporting 3, exporting 4, exporting 5. Okay, that won't take you so much time. Okay, over here I have saying I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think I've used any of this. Okay, publish to PDF. Okay, maybe you want to convert this your project to PDF. You can just go ahead and convert publish it to PDF over here. Bitmap, I never used this before, but maybe along the line we might find the using them. I'll come up with a tutorial, of course. Okay, let's say you want to print. You can come over to this place where it says print, or Control P on your keyboard, print preview. All of this is for printing purposes. Okay, and document properties, these are the properties of the document I am currently working on. Once you click on it, it's going to pop you with the properties of this project or this document either. Okay, that is for file. Now I really do hope you understand what this is for now. Okay, just the one that I explained, knew all of that. So I don't want this video to be too lengthy, so I'm gonna be skipping some of them. So on that same menu bar where you have your edits, so let's say this undo stress. If I do undo now, you see these images will turn to small because I actually increased it before. So if I press Ctrl Z, that is what undo is for. As you can see, the shortcut key for it is Ctrl Z. So let's see, if I want to redo what I just undo, I can just press Ctrl plus Shift plus S to undo it. Okay, you see, Ctrl plus Shift plus you see, Ctrl plus Shift plus Z to undo it. So you see where we have your undo is no longer there because we've already undo it. Let's say Ctrl Z now, it's going to go back. Control. Now let's redo it again. Ctrl plus Shift plus Z. Oh, it's gonna that's the last option. Okay, yeah, we don't have the redo option anymore. Okay, just undo with Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z is basically to undo what you've done. Okay, so repeat. Okay, let me Ctrl R, repeat, where we have your view. Okay, if you say you repeat, okay, let me show you what that meant. You can basically use it for, you can use it for many purposes. Okay, let me say this image is here and I want to duplicate it to this side. Okay, I want to duplicate it to this side. Then once I duplicated the first one, okay, I can just simply do Ctrl R. Okay, in this place where it says edit, you see, repeat duplicate. It's going to repeat himself like that. Ctrl R, Ctrl R, Ctrl R, Ctrl R, Ctrl R to repeat the previous action that you took on whatsoever you are working on. Okay, yeah, that is the work of repeat. Okay, that is the work of repeat. So let's say this image, I want it cut off. Okay, I want this image cut off. I don't want to see it in this page. I want to take it to another page. Okay, I can just say cut, Ctrl X on my keyboard. That is shortcut key for it, and create another page over here. This place I have my plus sign, and paste it over here like this. This is the this is on that page, and this is where I paste it from. Remember I cut it from this side with Ctrl X, and I come back to page 2 and I have to press Ctrl V to paste them like that. Okay, so you can just basically do that. Okay, we are still on edit. Let's say copy. I want to copy this image. Ctrl C. The shortcut key for you is Ctrl C, and we have it here, copy. Okay, let me just say Ctrl C on my keyboard and I have it copied. Then come over to your project page 1. Okay, then press Ctrl V to paste it like this. As you can see, it's now pasted in our page 1. Okay, so back to our edit. We are done with this copy. Let's say okay, of course you should know what this paste is meant for. Ctrl V to paste it. Okay, let's say you paste like this. Ctrl X this one also, then Ctrl V to paste. Okay, yeah, that's what the control this paste is meant for, to paste onto Ctrl V like that. Paste in view, let me see what that works for. Okay, pasting view that. Okay, to say that if you want to paste it on that same document, okay, yeah, that is what that is meant for. Okay, let's see what other thing do we have. Okay, we have delete. If I want to delete it, I can just go ahead and select delete. Okay, delete, duplicate, clone, select all of that. Don't worry all about this if you don't understand. Of course, we are going to be going like it's going to be more explanatory. Okay, we are going to be making use of every single thing in this place. Okay, just make sure you are my subscriber. Please do subscribe to this channel and like the video. Okay, it's really helping me creating a better content. Okay, okay, we are done. I think we are done with edit stuff. Okay, don't worry about this one. Anytime I felt it, okay, we can come and make use of it. We'll just come back and explain that. I don't want this video to be too lengthy, and of course, not every single tool in Corel Draw myself I knows about. Okay, just explain the one that I think is useful and I find it useful too. Okay, this wireframe, of course, to be honest, I don't use it. No more, I don't use it. I don't even know what that is meant for. I'm just being honest with you. Okay, but as soon as I find out what this is for and I find it useful, of course I'm going to do a tutorial on it. Okay, in this pixels, I'm sure this pixels is measurement unit, but I don't know what is the exact use of it in this view. Okay, remember we are under view this time now. Okay, we are done with the edit, now we are under view. So I'm kind of rushing this thing because I don't want this video to be too lengthy. Okay, here we are. Okay, let's say I want to preview this my document in full screen. Okay, let me say I'm not saying like this, and I want you to full my screen. I can just go to view, come over to this place where it says full screen. The shortcut key is F9 on your keyboard. Okay, just locate where your F9 is on your keyboard and press it over here like this. Let me select it and see what that looks like. You can see what that is used for. Okay, to preview it on your full screen. Yeah, view. Okay, we are done with the preview selected only. That is to select the only image and preview it. Okay, if you're having a multiple option and maybe you select you're having a multiple option and you selected only this one, of course it's going to preview only this one. I do hope you understand it. Okay, yeah. Still on view, let's see, page sort view. Okay, let me say, okay, yeah, exactly, this is what the sort page can basically view multiple pages on one single document, like one single interface. Maybe you're working on 10 pages, you can just go, maybe you want to view all of them without start scrolling from page 1 to page 10. You can just basically view all of them at once in this page sorter view. Okay, same thing applies to this multiple this thing. Okay, I just view multiple pages. Okay, just get rid of it and select that, I'll take it like that. So well, this place, of course, you know what zoom is for. To zoom in your document, to zoom into a particular spot on your document. Okay, zoom out, zoom to fit. Yeah, you understand that. Okay, that one is safe explanatory. Proof color, oh my gosh, nah. Okay, I'm going to skip any single thing that the thing I don't use in designing. Okay, page, of course, page border. If I take out the page border, it will not have to say, you will not have this. Okay, let me go back again. Page border, page. If I say page like this, oh shit, let me see what that is meant for. Page border, pages. Let me see. Okay, it's actually the areas of the design. Anyway, I'm going to skip that because I don't think I've used this before. So this place where it says grid, of course, and document grid. Yeah, this is what document grid is. See, don't worry, I'm going to explain another way by in which way you can still bring in this this grid. Okay, okay, view. I'm still on view. Let me take out the document grid like that. Let me take them off. Under that same view, we have grid. Okay, you already know what that is. Of course, ruler. If I take up the ruler, of course you are not seeing all my rulers. See, at the edges of this my toolbar there should be ruler, and at the top over here. So let me just notice what will happen now. If I go to my view and bring back my ruler, just notice what will happen. You see, we have our ruler over here. See, we have them back. We have our ruler back. Okay, let me take them up so that you see it again, that way it will be gone. You see, our ruler is gone. Okay, so yeah, let me bring them back again. Ruler. So, and I have my grid lines selected. Okay, just make sure all of this is selected if you want to work fast on your project. Okay, snap to an object. Tend to snap it to an object so that you don't have to start position before you get this thing. Because our position that one singles are at a spot, you're going to fit himself to that spot. Okay, so okay, yeah, so we are still under that same view and all of that. Just make sure that snap to an object is tick. Okay, so snap off, make sure it is snap to an object, all of that. Scroll bar, if I take up this scroll bar, you will not see this this thing that we are having over here. Okay, so just make sure it is selected. Okay, so back to layout. Okay, insert page. Let me say I want to insert another page. I want to create another page to this existing page. I have page 1 and I also have page 2. Okay, so let me say I want to insert another page to make it 3. Let me say the number of pages I want to insert is, let me add 2 to it. 2. Okay, so here we have place. Do I want it before the 2 pages that I have already, or I want it after the pages that I have already? Okay, so I'm going to select after. Okay, existing page, we have 2 pages existing before, we have 1 and 2. Okay, A5, yeah, do I want it on A5? Of course, yes. Do I want it on landscape? Let me choose landscape. Okay, you can choose portrait of 2. Just depend on how you want it. Okay, and have it. You can see we were having 2 before, and now we have 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah. So back to our layout. Let's say duplicate the page. If I want to duplicate the same page, okay, let me say I want to duplicate this page. Okay, let me show you what will happen. Let me go to layout, duplicate page. We said after selected page. Yes, after selected page. Okay, yeah, copy layer only, copy layers and their content. Let me select this, copy layer and their content. You will see what will happen. You see that same image is now on page 2 again. We have it on page 1. I will still have it on page 2. Okay, I really do you understand? If you don't understand, just let me know so that I can explain that to you again. Okay, that is what that is meant for, to duplicate the page with the content. Okay, let's say I want to rename this page 2. Okay, let me rename itself so that you'll be able to understand what I just did on that duplicate page. Let me say I want this image to be this. Let me just name it lady. Okay, let me change this page 2 to lady. Okay, I'll just click OK. You see I have it as lady and I have this image. And if I come to page 1, you see his name page 1. We still have that. We still have the lady's image. Okay, so this is the work of that duplicate I just did earlier. Okay, so if you want to rename page, you can come over to your layout, then rename page. If you want to delete page, let me delete the lady's page so that you will not be able to see it again. Delete pages number 2. Yeah, okay, that the page 2 is gone. That I rename from page 1 and page 2 to lady. It is gone. Okay, it is gone. Okay, layout. We are still on our layout. Let's say rename page. I've done that. Delete page. We've deleted that. Go to page. What? Okay, let's say you are working on multiple pages, about 200 or 100 pages. Okay, and you don't have to start going from page 1, page 2, page 3 until you get to where you are going. Okay, you can just insert the exact page you want to dive into. Let's say I want to go to page 4. Just type in page 4 and click OK. You see I'm now on page 4. Okay, I'm now on page 4. That is what the page go to page is meant for. See, go to page, you can just like fly out of page 1 page to the end of the page. Let's say page 100. You can just fly out from page 1 to page 100. That's what that is meant for. Okay, insert page number. all of that. You see page 1, page 2. That is what we have. That is the reason why we're having page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Okay, with the work of this insert page numbers. Okay, let's say page number inserting. If you want to set it, I don't think you should go into that. Okay, because we are just learning the basics of Corel Draw for now. Page size, all of that. Just all of this is just settings. Okay, they are all settings. Let's see page background. Of course, it's on white before. I don't think you should do anything to it to alter that. Okay, yeah, I think that is all for this. Okay, page size, we've already talked about that one. Page layout, page background. Okay, that's all for layout. Now we are on objects. You can see we have create. Of course, we can create patterns. Let's say pattern, we can create bitmap. Let's say, okay, let me just draw it like this, hold and drag and accept. Oh no, okay, no object is selected to create the pattern with. Okay, if you have an object selected, you can just basically select it and create the object with it. Okay, so insert I don't know why this QR code is not anytime I tend to use the QR code, it doesn't work, but the barcode do work. Okay, if I do the barcode, I just have to type with the figure and just go ahead and do next. See, I got what I want. Okay, this is it over here like this. Okay, this is the barcode. Yeah, okay, still on objects, where you have a symmetry, place symmetry. No, symbols. Of course, that is not an option. Create rollover. So like I said, I'm just going to walk you through the one that I find useful for me. Okay, maybe along the line, if I find this one is useful for me, I might decide to do a tutorial on it. Okay, yeah, clear transform. Let me say you apply something to something and you want to clear the transformation, you can just come to this place and clear it off like that. Copy effect. If you have effect on something and you want to copy it to another one, you can do that. Okay, but copy effect, you want to clone it, you want to duplicate it, yeah, you can just come to this clone effect and you have it multiple. Okay, align and distribute. Okay, let's say you are doing, okay, I'm gonna explain this. Align and distribute. Okay, like left, right, top, bottom, center, and at the middle. Okay, I'm going to explain this, don't worry, you're going to understand. Align left, like if you want to align something to the left of your project, is L. The shortcut key for it is L. Make sure that is selected and you hold on shift on your keyboard, then select L, and with your project selected, of course it's going to align that element or that object is going to align it left in your project. If you want it to right, same thing. If you want it at the top, same thing. If you want it at the bottom, same thing. If you want to align center horizontally, it's same thing. You are just going to basically hold down shift to select and select your project, then press C. It's going to align it center horizontally, same thing, center vertically. Okay, that is what that is meant for. So fit path to an object. Let's say fit path to an object. You want to fit this one to an existing object. Maybe you have another object and you want to fit this object to it. Okay, you can just go ahead and fit object to path. Okay, don't worry, we are going to go through that. Okay, don't worry, all of this we'll be making use of all of this in the upcoming videos. Okay, or this place where we have order. Let's say, okay, we have this and we have this over here. You can see this one, this circle that I just drew is at the top of all this document. Okay, all this barcode that I drew, that I created earlier. Okay, so let me say I want to send this circle to the back page. Okay, normally the shortcut key we normally use is control page down, or if you want it at the front, you press control page up. Okay, so let me show you the without doing all of that, the way you can go the way doing it. Okay, you see this order. If I click on this order and let's say I want the object to be at the back of the barcodes, okay, I can just send it to back of the page. You see, back of the page. If I want it at the front, I can still bring it at the front. You see, now it's at the back. Okay, now I'm not going to explain the remainder of them because this video is already getting too lengthy. Okay, you can just go ahead and practice all of this. Okay, let's say you want to group them, you want to group this object, or you want to group them. Okay, let me say I select multiple of this like this, and I want to group them. Ctrl G on my keyboard. So if I want to ungroup them, I can ungroup them in this my property bar where it says ungroup, you can see, or I come to this object, then come over to this place that it says group and ungroup them. The shortcut key for it is called U. Okay, and if I want to ungroup all, I can just do it. Okay, so I'll just ungroup it like that and have a single like that, like one each. Still on the object, here we have hide. Let me say I want to hide this layer. I just go ahead and hide it. Hide this layer. You see, it's no longer visible. Okay, let me go back to the object. Let me unhide it. Let me show all. Okay, it's gonna show me everything that is on that project. Okay, that document. That is what the hide is meant for. Okay, object, we are still on object. Lock. If I lock this barcode now, I won't be able to move it around. Okay, let me lock it now. You see, I can move this one and I can move this one, but cannot move this one because I already have locked it. Okay, let me say cropping out an image background. I don't want to start selecting the image like getting it too tricky. It's too tricky for you. You can just lock it. Okay, then when you are done cropping it and tracing it, you can just unlock it. So let me say I want to unlock it back. Okay, you can just come over to my object, then scroll all the way down to this place where it says lock, and come over to this place where it says unlock. Okay, you can just unlock it like that, and now you can move it around. Okay, still on objects, we have shaping word. Okay, let's see, let me try this. We have multiple of this circle and we go to basically word them together. Okay, let me highlight them. Of course, you have to highlight them before you'll be able to merge them. Okay, let me come to object, let me come to combine. You see this place where it says combine. If I just go ahead and combine it that way, we have it combined. Okay, we have it as one. Okay, you see, we're having them as one. They are no longer 1 that we have it as one. We have combined them just like where they normally combine something together. Okay, to make it form a single object. Okay, yeah, that's what that Control L is meant for. And the word. Okay, break up apart, Control key. If I break it apart now, we have it apart like this. Okay, break it apart. Okay, yeah. Objects, shaping. Okay, perspective, draw in perspective. If I want to like tweak it, like I don't want it that way, I want to make it this way, like this. That's what perspective is meant for. You can actually use this in 3D stuff. Okay, to make it look as if it's 3-sided. Okay, you see, you can just make it look as if it's 3-sided with the work of perspective. Okay, yeah. Object, still on object. Don't worry, this perspective, you can see this option is not selected because it doesn't accept it on this stuff. Okay, don't worry, we're going to come to that. Okay, convert to curve. If I convert to this thing, to this circle to curve now, if I select my shape tool, you see it's not converted to curve. Okay, if I select this one now, okay, all there. If I select this one, is now converted to curve, and this one is converted to curve automatically because we already have done something on it before. So if I try to drag this one this side, don't worry, let me go for that more because I don't want you to get confused. We're still on objects, and of course we have a lot of stuff over here. Okay, I don't think okay, convert outline to an object. Okay, let me see, I want to convert this outline to an object. You see, this thing is having an outline, so if I try to increase it like this, the more it getting, the thing get more bigger. So let me see, the outline is not converted to an object. Let me see, I want to convert the outline to an object. I'll come over to this place, object, and convert outline to an object. So what that does is to break the field himself apart from the outline. You see, we have the field apart. Let me change the color. You see, we have the field apart, and the outline that we have on the design before is not an object. So you can basically apply a field to it like that. Let me select it and apply field. See, we change the color that we wanted. Okay, it is now an object. It is no longer an outline. Okay, yeah, I think that's where we are going to stop for the object. So where we are we are heading to effect. Okay, as if we are going to call this stuff now because it's getting too lengthy. Okay, okay, okay. So I went to effect. You see this okay, effect. You have okay, 3D effect. Okay, now before I'll be able to make that 3D effect, okay, I'll have to select the object. Okay, let me say that one is selected, and okay, I'm on effect, and I want to make the edges of the circle curve. Okay, now, like, of course, this is the 3D effect, and these are the elements underneath it. Okay, if I select emboss now, I'll have this thing embossed. Okay, and it's changing the color. If I want it original color, you see this place where it says original color, I can just go ahead and select it like that, and I see if it's okay, it's having that 3D shape. Okay, if I click OK now and zoom it now, you see it's as if it's embossing. Okay, so let me see, let me go back to the effect in our menu bar, and then 3D, then let me see page coil. Let me select page coil this time. You see we have this place coil. Okay, that is what the page coil is meant for. Let me say I wanted this at this side. I'll just change it from this side. Let me say I want it bottom left, bottom right. Okay, yeah, that is what that is basically meant for. Okay, let me say I don't want this side of the red to look reddish again. Let's go ahead and choose my desired color. You see, yeah, that is the work of the page coil. Okay, yeah. So still on that effect, we have our 3D. We have a lot of them. I'm just going to be skipping a lot of them because of this tutorial. Okay, let me see. If this place also says adjust, auto adjust. Let me say you want to auto adjust an image without going the process of image adjustment lab. This one are basically meant for colors, blah blah blah. You want to replace color, you want to brighten stuff, you want to increase you want to gamma, you want to decrease the brightness, you want to increase the brightness, you want to increase the quality of the image. This is where I think you will be making use of course. Don't worry, all of this I think we are going to go furthermore them. Okay, if I start explaining them today, that means we have a whole lot of this week to work on it. Okay, I'm just going to skip that for now. So stroke and these things over here are too tricky. When there are a lot of them, but me, I don't think I have used them. Of course, I've used most of them, but I think it's mainly for all this type, these tricks on Corel Draw. Okay, yeah, these are the places where you will locate them under this effect. Okay, we have blur, we have feather, we have Gaussian blur. If you want to give it a Gaussian blur, let me say Gaussian blur. You see this thing will be blurry. Okay, you see how blurry it is, right? Okay, and just decrease it and increase it anyhow you want it. Okay, let me say cancel. So that is the work of the blur. Yeah, we have jaggy, all of them. We have motion blur, we have radial blur, a lot of them like that. We have them over here. Okay, we have camera, we have colorize, we have diffuse, a lot of them. I don't think I have used any of this before. Okay, but I think with time I'm going to get used to all of this. To be honest with you right now, I don't think I've used any of this. Okay, production, all of this creative, yeah, I use this creative a lot. I mean a whole lot. I use it a lot. Okay, I use the reason why I said I use it a lot, you see this vignette over here is very very useful for me. Okay, I think I'm going to find out the use of this one soon. Okay, let's say scatter is all of this one is self-explanatory, but it depends on what you want to use it for. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so I just deleted all of that stuff so that we don't have to be so confused. I don't want to look rough, all of that. So I'm gonna just kind of avoiding some stuff. So we are still on that effect, so where we have our creative, we've done with creative, we have custom. Let me try to bring out some stuff and see if we can work on it. Let me just bring out multiple shapes. Okay, yeah, let me try to change this color. Yeah, I just want to have something on this thing and not multiple of them, so that we'll be able to do some things on it. Okay, let's see, we are under costume this sort. I tried to do something the other time, but my recorder just went down, just turned itself off. And yeah, let me just keep this for some other time. Wet paint, I think I'll come back and explain this wet paint. Yeah, actually, you might have seen something that looks like water is dropping out of an test. If some people normally use it, I don't know, it will look as if the water is dropping out, like watery stuff from test effect like that. So that's this is where they actually got that stuff from, this wet paint. Okay, if you want me to do a tutorial concerning it, just let me know in the description. Of course, I will be glad and humble to do it. Okay, yeah, thank you a lot. And over here where we have noise, yeah, I really do use this a lot. It has been really helpful for me. Like god, this is very, very useful. Like I add noise to this this ellipse shape that I have over here. Of course, yeah, I seen that noisy stuff on it. Are you seeing it? Yeah, it means a whole lot to me. Okay, yeah, I think I find it useful a lot. Okay, you can just decide to you want to Gaussian, you want to spike, you want it uniform, you can just increase the level, decrease it, any way that you want to use it. You can use it randomly, and you can decide to change the color as a matter of fact. Okay, yeah, I just go ahead and tick okay. Yeah, I just hope I'm not being too fast, because I'm actually being conscious of the your data, of course, yeah, and the time consuming. I don't want the video to be too lengthy. Okay, yeah, I'll just simply cancel it over here like this. Yeah, we are still under effects, and this time we're on sharpen. Whoa, yeah, I think I already said the one that I don't find useful for now. I might come back and do a tutorial on it when I find out the uses and I find useful. Okay, transform, posterize. I think I've used one of this before. Okay, invert color. Okay, let's say you apply color to something before. Let's say it was on white, then you converted to the dark color. Maybe it was on white before, then you converted it to blue. And this invert color will make you if you want to click on it, it's going to invert the color to the original color. Yeah, I think that is what invert colors means. Okay, posterize, I think is kind of that sketchy, like if mainly I think I've used it for one tune that I did, mainly to give it that sort of maybe I'm doing like all this artwork mainly for all this stuff. Yeah, that is work of that posterize, to give it that a lot that sort of shape that will guide you through our stuff. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but as time goes on this same channel, I mean, you have a whole lot to learn on this channel. Okay, just make sure you hit the subscribe button. Okay, I love showing up top tricks. Okay, I do show top tricks on Corel Draw. Okay, I love Corel Draw. I'm not here to debate on what software is better than the other, or what this one is better. Okay, I'm just being honest. Yeah, I love Corel Draw a lot. Okay, not as if I don't use Photoshop. I do use Photoshop when really necessary. Okay, but I find Corel Draw more easier for me, and more easier for me to work on. Don't worry, as time goes on, maybe as from next year, probably I'm recording this video 2021, and maybe as from next year I'm going to be going into Photoshop, and I'm going to go more deeper in Photoshop. Okay, I'm going to do a tutorial for beginner for Photoshop also. Okay, so if you want to learn Photoshop just like this one, like beginners, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll be so humble and glad to have you to be the person who is doing the video for you. Okay, yeah, let me put it that way. Okay, I think all of this are on the toolbar already. Don't worry, we'll come back to this. They are all on toolbar. Okay, this artistic media. Okay, Bevel, we have it over here. I think it is under this underneath the shadow. We have blend, we have contour, and of course they are all here. Okay, so we are going to explain all of that in this place. Okay, yeah, I think we are done with the effects. I'm back to bitmap. Okay, let me say I want to bitmap this stuff. Like bitmap is mainly it has a lot of purposes. Okay, you can use it for different purposes. Okay, let me say this shape. Okay, I applied a transparency to this side of the and to the side of the box. Okay, you can see the side of the box is shading. Yeah, it's not that visible. Okay, so and you want to apply this same transparency, apply that to this one. So the this is where the bitmap will come in, because if you try to apply the shadow to this side again, you can see that is gradient. Sorry, I actually selected the gradient. If I try to apply the gradient like this again, it will not work. Okay, if I try to apply the transparency on this side, automatically this place will be back to its normal position. Okay, it's no longer on the transparency anymore. So that is where the bitmap will come in. Like I said, the bitmap is mainly it has a lot of purpose. Like I can use it for multiple things. Don't worry, we'll get to that. As in, you have a whole lot to learn on this channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. It helped me a lot to create a better content. Okay, so for you to be able to apply what is it called transparency to this side of the box again. Okay, you have to bitmap this side of the, you have to bitmap it first. Okay, once you apply the first one, you give a transparency, you fade in this side, then you have to bitmap it for you to be able to give the other side. Okay, just come over to your menu bar where you have your bitmap over here, then make sure it is on RGB or anyone. Just if you are okay, just make sure it's on RGB. Then you can go ahead and click OK. Then you can now apply a transparency to this one also. You see, now we're having the both sided faded out. Okay, that is the work of bitmap. You can basically okay, yeah, and like I said, it has a lot of purposes. Don't worry, we're going to get to that as time goes on, but I do really hope you understand what I'm trying to say in this place. That is to, if you want to apply a transparency, like you want to fade in one side of this image, and you already applied, and you want to apply it to the other one, you automatically have to bitmap it. After giving it the first transparency, you have to bitmap it for you to be able to apply to the next one. Okay, let's say I just apply to this one. Okay, and I want to apply to the top like this. Okay, so if I try to apply to this top, as you can see, this place is back to its normal position. So for me to be able to do that, I will have to bitmap it again like this and apply it again to this top. You see, and I'm kind of having that sort of I don't know what it is. I actually forgot. So you can see this side is faded too. Okay, so that is how you can basically do it. Let's say I want it at the bottom again. I want this side of the button to look transparent, to be faded. So I have to bitmap it again because I already applied it to the top. So for me to be able to apply it to the bottom one, I have to bitmap it again. Okay, I have to bitmap it, then apply it like this again. Okay, see, yeah, I'm kind of having that idea shape, or yeah. Okay, yeah, that's work of the bitmap. And I said it has a lot of tips, like mainly that it has multiple purposes. Okay, yeah, so under that same bitmap we have a lot of them. Okay, let's say let me import an image so that I can use it to okay, let me go back and explain how to import an image. Let me just do it the practical way, because I already explained it. I said if you want to import something, if you don't want to press Ctrl I, you can just come to your file in your menu bar and scroll all the way down to this place where it says import, and let's say I want to use this image. Okay, and I'll paste it over here like this. Okay, so I'll go to bitmap. We are still under bitmap. Okay, remove JPEG aircraft, I don't know, antifact. Okay, edit bitmap. This one, if I want to edit bitmap, where we say I want to crop it. If I do this edit bitmap now, you will get a lot confused, because it's actually bunch of, it's just as if it's another Corel Draw on its own. So let me keep that for now, maybe some other time. So if I do mode, if let's say I want this image to be black and white, I don't want this color fill on it, I want everything to be black. So I just come to bitmap. You see this place where I have my mode. Let me see, I want to convert it to black and white, or let me convert it to grayscale. If I convert it to grayscale, you see now I have it black and white. You see, okay, So if I do it now, Control Z, of course I have it back to its normal color. So if I do Control plus Shift plus Z, I have it redo, okay, the one that I explained in this edit, okay, redo, okay, redo, yeah. So if I do on Z, Control Z now, I have it back to the color. So Control plus Shift plus Z to redo. So we are still on bitmap. I just converted to to grayscale. So we have black and white. We have a lot of them. We have CMYK. We have RGB. A lot of them, whole lot of them. We have I don't think I've used this before. So we have plugins. I think this I actually cracked this version of Corel Draw, so I don't think I'll have these plugins. But I don't know. Anyway. Okay, I think we are done with the bitmap options, so don't worry if you don't understand this bitmap. We are going to be using them as time goes on. Okay, so now we are on test. We have a whole lot to explain this side again, so let me just start. I think tabs, columns, bullets. Okay, let me just pick my text in this place. Okay, my text in this place, and type in something and see what that those things are meant for. Let me just type in random stuff. Okay, I'm supposed to create this and this one for it. Let me create inside like this. Let me type it inside this thing. Okay, I just typed in something in here, so let me see what the test stuff is meant for. Let me go with this tab first. Whoa, we have a whole lot here. Okay, let me just keep this one for now, then maybe when I find the usefulness of that, then I can come back and do, okay, then I'll come back and do it and explain that. Sorry. Okay, let's say this column, if you want to divide it into two sections, you don't want it to look like, you don't want it to be one like this, you want to divide it into two sections. Take current frame. Let's see. Okay, let me choose this automatically. It's going to it's because we have multiple stuff in here. Oh shit. I don't know why this is okay. Let's say you want it on two to look to you don't want it to be on one single line, you want it to be on two lines. So you can just come over to this place where it says number of columns and just put it, increase it to 2. Of course, you see the preview is already here, so we automatically you are going to have 2 columns in this test. Okay, just go ahead and click OK. For some reason that doesn't work, but I'm sure that's the main work of that. Maybe when you have a multiple test on it, that's when it's going to work. But I'm just going to skip that for now. Okay, okay. Yeah, here we have bullet and numbering. Of course, if you want to number the test, and you want all bullets, anyone that you want to do. Okay, here we have drop cap. If you want the first letter to be bold, that's where you will come. Test statistics, that you want editing, all of that. Edit test, Control Shift T if you want to edit the test, insert from formatting code, all of that. Let me come over to this way, paragraph test. Okay, paragraph test frame. If I take off this one now, you see that the frame paragraph is no longer visible. But if I come over to my test, I'll come to this place where it says show test frame. It's going to show it. Of course, you see it's back. So now fit test to frame to pass. Sorry, if I try to fit it to something. Okay, let me say I want to fit to this place now. Okay, I can't fix it because it's on this in text frame, so I have to make. Okay, let me select this one and make use of this one. So if I say I want to apply this, and the reason why this text over here. I want to apply it to, I want to fit it into this circle that I have over here. Okay, I want the reason why to be on this circle like this, like the shape of it like that. I just select the text, then come over to my text, then come over to this place where it says fit text to part. Okay, I just click on it, then your cursor will change from the normal cursor to something like looks like this. So you see I'm on it. The reason why is on it now. Okay, so if you want to adjust it, you can just basically do it on your property bar. Okay, you can just go ahead and do it on your property bar. Okay, you see, you can just go ahead and do it on your property bar. If you want to align it, blah blah blah, just so okay, let's say you want to turn this upside down. If you want to turn it back up and this way, you can just do it down like you see. You can just horizontally mirror it this way, mirror it this way, mirror it this way. Just practice with it. That is how you get it. Yeah, that's how to fit text into a part. So we are still on test. We have all of that. So test, where we don't worry, all of this is now that so important, but as time goes on we are going to make use of them. So let's say create table. You want to create table, number of number of the rows we have 3, number of the column we have 4, height we have 4, width we have 3. Okay, let's go ahead and click OK, and we have it here over here like this. As you can see, we have the rows we have 3 and the column we have 4. Okay, that's how to create table in Corel Draw. Okay, with the use of this version. Okay, that's what that is practically meant for. So we have tools over here like save option. Let's say, okay, let me go with this. Okay, let me see options. Let me say I want my Corel Draw. I like people normally ask me how do I convert my Corel Draw to this dark mode. So if you are super passionate about learning that, then I absolutely got your back. Okay, so in this place I'm going to show you for no payment. I'm just giving it out for free. Okay, so you see this place where it says tools. Okay, come over to this place where it says option, then come over to this place where it says customize. You see where this customize is? Yeah, just click on it. Yeah, boom, and we have it over here. You see this place where it says black? I'm actually on black. Let me say I want it light. You see my Corel has changes from the dark mode to light mode. Okay, let me see I want it dark, and if I want it black, I can still go ahead and choose black. As you can see, everything is black. Okay, so I'll just leave it at black. If you want white, light, you can just choose light. If you want medium, if you want dark, if you want black, anyone you felt is okay for you, can just go ahead and tick it, then click OK. Okay, yeah, so that is what that is basically meant for. So let's say Windows, all of this we have a whole lot to explain on this side. Okay, let's say new Windows. If you want to create new document, that is new Windows, refresh the Corel Draw, Control W if you want to refresh it. Close Windows if you want to close the current document. Close all if you want to close all the Corel Draw documents. Yeah, if you want to preview everything, you go on this one, and you see that you can do it horizontally or vertically. If you can preview it horizontally or vertically, that is all the pages, all the Corel Draw files. Okay, yeah, workspace. My workspace are default. Dockers, let's say Dockers color palette. Of course, these are the Dockers over here. You see, if I try to take off any of this one now, automatically one is going to go missing. Okay, yeah, these are the Dockers over here. This 1, 2, 3 stuff that are over here. See, so choose bars. That automatically, this is my I told you that when you launch your Corel Draw for the first time, top I called the Corel Draw, if you launch your Corel Draw first, I said the first thing you're going to see at the left side of your Corel Draw is the toolbar. So yeah, these are your toolbars. Okay, let me say I took off the I don't want to took off anything now. So if I took off anything, automatically one of the bars are going to go missing. If you are, okay, let me try to do it so that you can maybe have something missing already. Let me say my status, okay, standard bar. Which one should I go? Okay, let me go out with my tools box. Oh yeah, let me go my tools box. My tools box is no longer there. You see, my tools box are no longer there. they are all gone. Okay, so for me to bring them back, I'll go over to my Windows, my dock, my toolbar, then come over to this place where I have my toolbox, you see, and they are back to its normal position. Okay, yeah, so that is what toolbar are meant for. Color palette, we have our colors, RGB, all of that. Yeah, so that is what this is the Corel Draw we are actually working on, the current course we are on right now, Corel Draw course. You see, it's already named here, Corel Draw course. Okay, of course this is the Corel welcome screen that we will have it over here, like this welcome screen. Okay, welcome screen and Corel Draw course. So help, if you want to get help online, like all of that, you want to get video tutorial, hints, like all of that, user guide, blah blah blah, all of that, you can just basically come over to this place. Yeah, that is I think I'm going to stop this video for in this side at this point, because I'm kind of feeling that this video is already too lengthy. I'm sure yeah, this is up to how many. Okay, see, anyway, let me just put everything aside. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not, and like this video. It helps me create a better content. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. My social media handle, like Instagram at $graphics. I do drop some weekly tips. Okay, yeah. See you on the next video on episode 3.